here with you today. When I sit back and I think about what we had to do to get here, and knowing that, of course, you as the newly elected president of the National Pan-Hellenic Council have a mission in what you're going to be doing for the organization, which affects all 9 organizations, which is incredible. Again, as the CEO of the D9 Network, our goal here is to provide a platform for economic growth for all the businesses of anybody who's a member of the D9. Again, so right now, and it's growing.
Yes.
And I remember approaching you about it. Tell me a little bit about what your thoughts are in regards to the overall partnership and, and what our mission was and what it can add to you guys.
I think, with the partnership, and certainly I didn't back away from that. I totally embraced it 100%. However, in my role, I just needed to make sure I dot the I's and got some, the T's crossed. And I got help crossing those T's and dotting I's. But when you approached me, Sean, with the proposal and the opportunity, I just felt like the D9 could use the D9 network as a vehicle to really go out and have more impact, not only on our membership, but within our, community. And so I am so grateful, for the opportunity that we have to now use you as that vehicle to expand, our brand, as well as give members of the D9 an opportunity to leverage and promote, their businesses, that they have.
I love it. You know what? Again, I've been an entrepreneur for probably, maybe 25 years now. And being able to grow my businesses, sell my businesses, and people would come to me and ask for advice. The D9 Network was just one of those things that just naturally kind of came to me, sitting back and saying, what could I do to be able to help others? So ultimately, we're just looking to provide that platform so that other businesses can thrive. Again, and I'm going to do a presentation later today, but talking about the fact of having it where if there is a Delta that is in Chicago, and she has an incredible product, and she wants another Delta, or maybe an Omega, or Kappa, or anybody else in Florida, how does she get the word out? Yeah. It wasn't possible.
Yes, and exactly. But again, having this vehicle, we can make it happen, because when I look at the organizations and I think about the fact that, our name has value, NPHC, the D9, we certainly look at that. And now, given the fact that we have an opportunity, to further leverage, the name by, extending it into what we believe the economic value into economic empowerment, meaning, taking the dollars that we have in our community and keeping it in our community, it really is where it is. And I see your organization, the D9 Network, as that opportunity where, we're taking the dollars staying in that family or in that community, and it's truly being recycled versus moving out.
I love that. It talks about the intentionality. So the intentionality right now, I'm one of those guys that, when you're sitting back and somebody sends you a text message and you got to give them a thumbs up or whatever, like you approved or whatever the case is, I'm the guy who sits back and scrolls all the way over to find the brown thumbs up, because I want it being extremely intentional. And I think that's one of the things about the D9 Network is that it provided an intentional platform for us to be able to utilize and buy from each other. So right now, and I use this as a perfect example, if there were 2 great Italian restaurants right across the street from each other, one of them, you didn't know who owned it at all, but the other one was owned by this Omega. Guess what? Me, as a member of the D9, I'm going to the one that's owned by the Omega, period. But if I don't know, I guess what? It's a shot in the dark. So to me, being intentional, because once you know, now you know.
Yes.
And our goal here is to provide that voice and be kind of an extension of the marketing arm of the great National Pan-Hellenic Council. Again, of course, the board. So thank you so much for that opportunity. Thank you for allowing us to be here. And again, working closely with us, our hope is to make you guys proud and to grow this thing beyond. We're already up to almost 600 businesses already. We know that with your help, we'll get to the tens of thousands that we want to be able to help the economic growth within the Black community and keep really that Black dollar circulating within the community much longer. So thank you so much for your help.
No, thank you so much for the opportunity, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, sir.